There was a strange rule in the prison. Every package sent to the inmates had to be opened and checked by the guards. They would not only lay out all the food on the table but also cut it into small pieces with a knife. Even cooked porridge had to be stirred for a long time. They did this to make sure no tools were hidden inside, to stop prisoners from escaping. But the escape master did not care about any of that. He used a spoon to pry up a tile and took out a hidden mirror. He broke it and picked out one long, thin piece of glass. Then he wrapped the leftover bits in paper and threw them into the toilet. But before he could flush, a guard suddenly came in. The man quickly put the glass shard into his mouth. Sure enough, the guard began to search him right away. They found nothing strange on him, so they moved on to check the cell. The man saw that the toilet shard was about to be discovered. He quickly pulled the iron chain on the wall. When the guard questioned him, the man said he had never tried anything outside the cell. Luckily, the guard did not suspect anything. He kept searching the place, even checking the iron bars. After making sure everything was fine, the guards finally left. Then the man tied the glass shard and a toothbrush to a thin string. He pushed the device through the peephole so he could watch the guards from inside. The escape plan officially began. One cellmate kept watch. The man removed a bed leg, moved a paper box in the corner, and used a spoon to pry open the floor. He started digging like crazy. The sound was loud, but the toilet in the next cell was being repaired, which helped cover the noise. After 5 people took turns digging, they finally broke through the floor. They cleaned up the broken pieces and placed the wooden boards back, making it look like nothing had happened. At night, they made a human shape out of paper boxes and tied it together with string. When they pulled the string, the paper dummy moved. They covered it with a blanket. It looked just like a real person. When the guard came to check, one inmate hid behind the door and pulled the string to make it seem like someone was under the blanket. Meanwhile, the man and his partner crawled into the tunnel. They followed the light and found a ventilation window. He pulled out a small saw and began cutting the wooden bars carefully. Soon, they broke through and climbed down into the basement to find a way out, but all the iron gates were locked. That did not stop the escape master. He planned to turn an old doorknob into a master key. Just then, they heard footsteps. 2 guards had come down for a break. The 2 men pressed their backs together and hid behind a stone pillar, playing hide and seek with the guards. They were lucky. The guards did not notice them, and the key was finished. They thought they were close to freedom, but then they saw the exit was sealed with cement. The man refused to give up. He scraped the wall with a spoon and was surprised to find it was poorly built, but they could not go any farther. Morning had come, and the guards were about to do a head count. Luckily, the 2 men moved fast. They climbed back up and tossed the paper dummy into the hole. They made it back just in time and slipped under the blanket before the guards walked in.
Bonjour les os.